Joining me now is well-known author and lecturer on grief and death, David Kessler. He co-authored with Elizabeth Kubler-Ross on Grief and Grieving. He's helped thousands of people face death, dying, grief, working in hospital systems on the Red Cross disaster team. His latest book is Finding Meaning, the Sixth Stage of Grief. David, thanks for joining me. It's good to see you.
Good to be with everyone.
At this time where I think we're all trying to label I think what we're feeling, whether it's anxiety, whether it's sadness, is it grief that we're feeling?
It is. So many people have shared that they're just sad at night or they woke up with this heavy feeling. And I think it's important we name it as grief. You know, we think of grief as when someone dies, and that certainly is the worst grief we have. And yet at the same time, canceling a wedding, your kids not being able to have their play dates, and this sort of the world we knew a month ago is gone forever. And we're grieving a lot.
As a society, though, are we comfortable with the word grief? It doesn't seem like we are, though, sometimes.
Not at all. And it's important we label it, because if we don't, we're just pushing these feelings down. I'm not going to feel sad because no one died in my life. I'm not going to be angry because I have enough food. And we end up being this culture of half-felt emotions.
That almost seems like shame, like grief shame. Like my feelings aren't valuable enough to
Correct.
feel them.
Correct. We go, oh, we try to tell our kids, this is a virus. Don't be sad that you have to do this. And not understanding they're sad. They're sad. People always ask me, which is the worst grief? Is it a death? Is it a divorce? What's this collective grief we're feeling? I say the worst grief is always your grief.
Do we get a little impatient? Do we want to say, David, tell me my grief will be better in 2 weeks, and the benchmark of 1 month? There's no limit on grieving, but I think sometimes we search for it.
I always say the goal is to grieve with more love than pain. And we're going to miss this world we knew. The world's going to be different in the future. And so we're going to have moments of nostalgia and sadness. That's going to be part of our life from now on.
How do you think this pandemic will change the way we think about grief, will change the way we validate the feelings that we have, and even talking about mental health moving forward? Because I feel that we've been forever changed by this. And maybe as a society, we're not totally equipped to say, all right, well, let's talk about this. It's just like, okay, we're fine. Let's just keep moving forward.
And that's so important, because every tragedy like this, epidemic, pandemic, war, whatever it may be, we come out of it with some people having post-traumatic stress. Some people come out of it fine. My goal is to help us come out with as much post-traumatic growth as possible. And while it's important we name the feelings of grief, we also need to name the feelings as we find meaning. Because meaning is what helps us get closer to that post-traumatic growth. There's meaningful moments occurring. I studied Viktor Frankl's work. I was so curious about, how do you appreciate a sunset in a concentration camp? How do you find the light in the darkness? And even now, I live on a block with 30 homes. I didn't know any of my neighbors. We're now on a text chain. Someone's going to the grocery store. The guy at the end, the elderly man, what can we get him? Parents are in front of their house playing with their kids like they're having a play date with their own kids. Those are meaningful moments. You and I are having a meaningful moment now. If we name these meaningful moments, that will help us grow through this and not just go through this.